And chat. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Hatoful Boyfriend for probably the last time. We should be finishing today. There are 3 routes left. There's Yuya. There's, what's-his-face, the Chudy. And there's the final route. Like last stream, I've done my first couple blind playthroughs to get things, to get the stuff I can naturally get. Now I'm going to be guided to Yuya, probably to the right choices for the Chudy, but I think I can suss that out on my own. Music's a little loud. Oh wow, yeah it is. Let's turn that down a smidge. Wow, how's that? That better? Okay, so remind me, I go to new game, I don't go to load, right? New game and just play through. Once again, the skip function in this game is broken. It skips stuff you haven't already seen as well as the stuff you've already seen, so I will not be using that. Alright, to Yuya. And Lore. And I am Weaver. Loreweaver is okay. Doing pretty alright in my real life. Visualization. Yes. I'm going to turn my headphones down a little. I think I will only read out loud the new stuff. Because we've only got like 4 or 5 hours before I end the stream. Well, I guess we'll work on the time I owe Alana for March, if it takes a while. There's Ryota. Yeah, I've read most of this like 6 times. Yeah, I figured the Chudy had a lot of new content, so we'll do a lot of reading there. I wonder why protagonists in these of Japanese school life sim games are always second years, and not like first years or third years. Because it's like that in Personas 3 through 5. It's like that in a couple other games I've seen, I think. Do you have any predictions for their routes? Well, hopefully Yuya doesn't get turned into a set of drumsticks in this route. Let me think. Yuya. What predictions do I have for Yuya? Huh. Well, will you actually romance him or not? It's kind of in question. It might go from him coming onto you to it being a platonic thing at the end. It's very funny that I picked Nagaki for my first route, because it was a pretty good introduction to how weird this game is. I love how he fades into view. Well, I guess they all fade into view. I'll read the Yuya stuff. I guess even if we're in the same school now, what's done is done. I hadn't meant to eavesdrop, but I think I just overheard something juicy. The ever-popular trendsetter and ladies' man, Sakazaki Yuya, is Sakuya's brother. I wonder what the story behind that is. Hey. You heard that whole thing, right? You a friend of Sakuya's? The famous Let's Play started with Shu? What a hell of a way to start this game. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to listen in on you. No sweat. I try to stay sexy and suave in front of all you little ladies, but that there wasn't too cool. Yuya Sakazaki. I never noticed he wears glasses before. Well, I guess the bird doesn't wear glasses, but his human form does. You're Lore, right? How did you... I know everybody here. Besides, you're the only human. A single poppy in a field of rye. Did you say you were a friend of Sakuya's? Not exactly. We had a rather ballistic introduction this morning. We're in the same class, that's all. I'd never have thought that stuck-up aristocrat wannabe was your brother. Aristocrat wannabe? He is an aristocrat, actually. The genuine article, in the flesh. He is? He's a bit of a pain, so good luck, wannabe. Adieu. Da, 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 da. Here's the murderer himself. Aspergillus and psittacosis are bird diseases, right? It's very funny that she just put her bird in the game as presumably a very accurate translation of his actual self. Okay, so if Wing Attack is super effective on the main character, Hiyoko, I believe, she must be grass or fighting type. So probably fighting type, considering her stats. Alright, what club am I joining? Is it the student council? Infirmary staff. Oh yeah, Yuya works in there. Okay, do the electives matter? Da-da-da-da. The guide recommends math. Okay, fair enough. Alright, who they? I'm supposed to help at the infirmary today. I shouldn't keep them waiting. Better hurry. Salutations, Lore. Yuya? What's wrong? Are you hurt? So sweet of you to worry for me, but no, I'm the second in command here. You are? I never would have guessed. I couldn't be happier, mon ami. Mystery is the most powerful of aphrodisiac. They spelled it aphrodisiacs. Anyway, our job as staff is to check the medicines and clean up in here. Normally, I do that. But today, I've got some stuff I need to take care of, so could you handle this mess for me? What if Shu kills Yuya, and this route is unlike the Shu route, trying to prove it and get him arrested? Of course. My thanks, Lore. Oh, don't touch the desk. It's the doctor's personal area. I'll take you somewhere nice in return. Adieu. Okay, so we touched the desk for the doctor. I'm guessing we don't touch the desk for Yuya? Listen to him this time, okay. Yuya flutters out the door. Did he just ask me out? Anyway, cleaning. Some of these drugs are a little weird, no matter how you look at it. Is this really an infirmary? It feels more... There's a death skull on one of the drugs. It feels more like a human, or rather, avian experimentation room. Oh, it's even a human skull, not a bird skull. Huh? The desk drawer is open, and there are files sticking out. Everything was very neat when I was in here last, but maybe the doctor's a little careless about tidying up. Yuya did say not to go near the desk, but I think I'll leave it alone. I'm a little curious, but he did say not to go near the desk. Better to leave it alone. The doctor might show up and turn me into lower salami. Actually, in the non-shoe routes, does Yuya show up in the second half of the game at all? I don't remember seeing him. Well, no, he shows up in the Sakya route. Sitting at home is over. Okay. Tomorrow's the class hike. Does it matter who I talk to? That's just Kazuaki, but I think that's just to keep you off any schoolmate routes. Well, we'll follow the guide. Attend math class. Nope, not gym class. Fuck. But the sports festival is right around the corner. I'm guessing the infirmary tent is Yuya? Yeah, you just running the first aid tent. First aid tent. Salutations! Did you come to gaze into my eyes, mon ami? I heard the first aid team was short-handed. Salutations? Alas, burned for the sake of medicine. I must work harder to prove my love. Anyway, happy to have you. As you can see, we have plenty of work to do. The obstacle course does always hurt a lot of birds. Why use a game designed for humans? Beyond me, mon ami. I suppose it's tradition. Where's the doctor? Shouldn't he be here too? Over there. He's resting in the shade of a tree, some distance away. It looks like he's taking notes on the performance of the birds on the racetrack, trying to figure out which one is the tastiest. Spoiler, it's Oko-san. What's he doing over there? He doesn't want to ruin his girlish complexion working in the heat. He does the same thing every year. Is he taking notes on something? A lot of the birds graduating from this school get scouted by pro sports teams, so maybe he's checking up on the promising ones? Uh-oh, they've started. We'll be busy soon. Get ready, mon ami. Yes, sir. And so I spent the sports festival patching up damaged doves with Yuya. I learned some first aid from him, so it was time well spent. I think? Wisdom score go up. First barrier for all students, the midterm exam. I'm gonna save. It bugs me that the save icon image is broken. Infirmary, right? Or is he in the cafeteria? Actually, I think he's in the cafeteria? No. No, wait, he's in the store. I just listed off all three things going, wait. So, which is it? I think he's in the store? He's in the store. I don't really need anything, but I think I'll go to the store. I've never really looked around there before. Wow, they've got all sorts of things for sale. Though these nest building materials look like what you'd find in a human store's trash. My, how mature of you, mon ami. Planning to settle down already? Yuya. No, that's not it. I'm still a high school student. That may be so, but you know we doves reach sexual maturity within a year of birth. They do? That seems a little hasty. That aside, what are you here to buy, Yuya? Your love, of course. Yuya, that's... We're not... I'm not good enough. Oh well, I'll have to try again later. Is this how he talks to every girl he meets? Let it slide, right? No, I say I think it's a little rude. Oh, okay. Tell him it's rude. I think that's a little rude, Yuya. What is? That sort of loose talk. Like I'm a game or something. Like his brother, he likes a girl who doesn't roll over. Fair enough. You know, that's the first time a girl's ever said that to me. I'm surprised. Thank you, mon ami. I'll carry this warning in my pigeon heart forever. Adieu! It's an elective day. We are attending math class. Today is Tanabata. There's probably a bamboo tree in the plaza this year, too. I think I'll go make a wish. Wow, there's lots here already. Any birdie I know? Can you hear the song of the stars above? May they send you happiness, mon ami. Morning conference on 10th. Leave 30 minutes early. Buy another alarm clock. May I wake up on time. Nanaki. Wednesday is garbage day. Remember. I think you've attached the wrong note to the bamboo tree, Kazuaki. Should I wish for? Rule the world from the shadows? Hell yeah. Rule the world from the shadows. I wish to take the reins of power through clever schemes and rule the world from the shadows. Oh, hello. Is that you, Weaver? Mr. Nanaki. You should be careful out this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? Say no, right? Yeah, say no. Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. I still have some errands to run. Oh, well, don't stay out too late. Wasn't the Keymania IIDX public playtest starting today? Maybe I'll stop by the arcade. Alright. Attend math class like a nerd. Cleaning the classroom took longer than usual. I need to hurry to the infirmary. Lore, what is it? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Nothing much, just have you heard of the 7 mysteries of St. Pigeonations, Lore? The school even has its own horror stories? Do tell. Yeah, well, there's one that says that sometimes students will disappear in the infirmary, only to show up again as food in the dining hall and quill pens in the school store. Sounds like an urban legend to me. Oh, buddy, it ain't. It does, but Dr. Iwamine is pretty suspicious. Be careful, okay? You go to the infirmary a lot, right? Has he ever done anything to you? No, but... Well, you're a girl, Lore. I'm a little worried. That's true. I'll be careful. Ryota always has been one to overthink things. Anyway, can't keep you waiting. Excuse me. Huh? Oh, they're arguing. Yuya and the doctor are talking about something. Right, so we take Yuya's side this time. Did you really think I hadn't noticed? You sure look like you woke up on the wrong side of the nest. What are you talking about? I shouldn't have to explain. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I have told you never to touch my desk, haven't I? And what makes you think I ever have? This doesn't look too good. Lore, there you are, mon ami. Lore can back me up on this. We were in the courtyard together until a few minutes ago. She said she was going to the restroom, so I should go ahead. I only just got here. In other words, I haven't had time to go rifling through your stuff, Doctor. Right, mon ami? Just what is going on here? It sounds like the doctor suspects Yuya of having searched his desk while he was out. I came straight from the classroom to here, so Yuya's obviously lying. I was with Yuya. I don't quite know what's going on, but I don't like the look on the doctor's face. That's right, Yuya and I were having a sexy and luxurious sunbath in the courtyard up until a few minutes ago. Sexy and luxurious it was indeed. Well, Doctor? Very well. I shall have to wait for more solid evidence. Please, do be careful. Of course, Doctor. He knows, and he knows he knows, and he knows that he knows. Yuya, what? Forgive me, mon ami. I can't explain right now. But one day. And he's gone. What was that supposed to mean? Is something really happening in this infirmary? We get our finals back today. Success! Alright, let's save. Been a semester already. Should probably find out if I need to come to school to clean the infirmary and all. Cleaning? Well, I will be here just about every day the building is open, but there isn't any real need for you to come too. There's nothing I could do to help? No. Was there anything else? Okay. Which do I go for? Missing student. I don't remember what you say to him in the shoe route. Oh, that's all? Okay. No, that's all. I will ask you to leave, then. You aren't an unpleasant companion, but I have many experiments to conduct. I got kicked out again. What did he mean by experiments anyway? Like a chemist does? It's easy to fall out of practice and get fat and lazy during summer vacation. You ask him about missing students because his route is all about sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Yeah. Go running today. I love that they just drop this ruined city in the middle of this sequence like it's nothing. Alright, and this is just the biker girl. Azumi, that's her name. Just the best girl ever, you mean? Ha. Still a long time until the semester starts, and I still have a lot of homework. Apply for a part-time job. Forget it? Yes, forget it. Okay. I can skip lectures to go to work. Ha. Oh, ow. Local summer festival. Invite Yuya. Salutations, Lore. I am honored to act as your escort tonight, my love. Oh, Yuya. Sorry, did I keep you waiting? Don't worry about it. A gentleman never keeps a lady waiting, so I always show up half an hour early. That's pretty early. Shall we go, mon ami? A successful festival indeed. Take my hand, Lore, lest the crowds separate us. Huh? Don't tell me you're a hand-holding virgin? Better late than never. You were the one who invited me. Okay. Okay. His feathers are soft. This was fun, Lore. Where do you live? I'll walk you home. Yuya? What is it? Do you want to play some more? The night is yet young, and if dangerous games are your desire, I will accompany you. Well, that's not what I meant. I wanted to ask you something. Of course. Just my height and weight are classified information, so I can't tell you those. Why did you lie to Dr. Iwamine? And the mood is ruined. She said she was going to the restroom, so I should go ahead. I only just got here. In other words, I haven't had time to go rifling through your stuff, Doctor. Right, Lore? I came straight from cleaning my classroom. I hadn't seen you before I went into the infirmary. Ooh, dramatic music. But you told the doctor that we'd been together. Why? That was a month ago now. I was hoping my obligation to explain had lapsed. You're the one who said someday. You knew I was lying then, so why did you play along? Because the doctor looked mad? I felt like if I didn't help you, he was going to do something to you. Hey, I'm asking the questions here. Sorry, mon ami, your hunter-gatherer instincts are too much for me. But yes, if you hadn't helped me back then, I'd probably be in little plastic bags in the freezer by now. Which is exactly what happened in a previous timeline. That's not funny. Indeed, it isn't funny at all. And it's not a joke. Ah ha ha. Please, give me a straight answer, Yuya. That was a straight answer. I'm always straight in love. Almost always. Bisexual bird confirmed. No, I meant... Lore, could you do me a favor? What now? You're just trying to avoid the question again. Shh. Listen, I'll only say this once. What's going on? His usual detached air is gone. He's looking around, almost nervously. I'm sorry, mon ami. Looks like we had better split up. Can you get home all right by yourself? Ah, Shu's here. Of course, Good girl. We'll part ways as soon as we reach that intersection. I'll head into an alleyway, so go straight home. Don't look back. The night roads are laden with traps. Be careful. Adieu, mon ami. He turns briskly and disappears into a narrow alley. Diversity win this spoiler stuff is bisexual? Wait, is Yuya trans? Is that what you're saying? What on earth is going on? He told me not to look back, but... Oh, uh-oh. A gunshot. No, something else, I see. Later that night, he sent me an email. Did you make it home in one piece? I'll be visiting in your dreams, mon ami, so sleep well. The message bears no trace of the tension I felt in him earlier. Are you all right, Yuya? Is that really him? He really is Mysterious Bird. I think I'll assume that his existence is one of the 7 mysteries of St. Pigeonations. The gunshot, huh? Did he shoot somebody? The late sunset in summer makes it easy to stay out late. I feel like my internal calendar is off already. I think I'll get some udon and go home before I get life counseled. Wait, isn't that Yuya? He's rummaging around in a garbage can. Yuya, what are you doing? Have you fallen so far, mongrel? Good evening, mon ami. You sound rather like a certain someone. I can't believe you need to fish around in trash cans for food, Yuya. Please don't misunderstand, mon ami. I was looking for something. Sadly, no clues were to be found in this barrel. Clues? What is he talking about? And what's this music? Let's keep this a secret from Sakia, shall we? I would hate for him to have new names for me when school starts up again. Mr. Garbage Disposal. Something like that. I would like to escort you home, mon ami, but unfortunately I am somewhat stinky at the moment. Will you be all right on your own? A hunter-gatherer can always find her way home. Indeed. Adieu, mon ami. The smell of garbage surrounding him fades as he strides off into the night. I was joking. I guess he does smell of garbage, but the mysteries don't. What was he looking for? I knew I should have gotten up when I first woke up. I slept way too late. School starts today, right? Oh, I'm gonna be late. Nope, you're a day early. Alright, am I lending Kazuaki a hand? You're going back to bed, okay. Return to my glorious abode. Forgive me, sir, but I need to go home. Second term. Huh? Is that a student ID? Whose is it? Someone from 2-2? Not a name I recognize. Should I go find their classroom? They might already have gone home, though. Well, any teacher will do, right? Sir! Sir! Oh, hello, Lore. Did you forget to turn in your homework? I found someone's ID card, sir. It's someone from 2-2. I thought I should take it here. Okay, that's not new. I did find this today. Corridor just outside. The student has been absent since the middle of June. How strange. Somewhat clean. Should it at least be dusty? Anyway, I'll take care of it. Thank you, Weaver. Alright, it is nerd time! Good morning! What the heck is going on? The classroom is filled with a cloud of dancing feathers. Oh, this is the this is the Sakya and Okosan fight, right? I guess not. Degenerate who bathes with bleach powder. It's stuck in the washing machine. I'll bet that's an Okusan adventure. Our class decided to do a maid cafe. I'm not scheduled to work until tomorrow, so I have today off. I don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll go look around. Didn't Yuya say his class was doing a butler cafe in the courtyard? As a member of the maid team, I can't ignore this threat. I should. Go spy on them, right? Ah, no fair. They have all this, and we're stuck in a classroom? I think we've already lost in terms of location. Mon ami? Oh, he's got a little butler outfit on. Yuya! How kind of you to come see me. Wait, no. Welcome back, my lady. Please, come this way. Oh, he does look good. I think I'm blushing. You're not fooling anyone, Yuya. You say that to every birdie, right? It is my duty for today. Please forgive me, my lady. Jeez. What's your class doing, mon ami? A maid cafe. Well, well, I suppose that makes us rivals. You've certainly done a good job of infiltrating our base, I must say. Maids versus butlers. Battle of the school ground. I think it's a bit much. You're not on duty today, or are you taking a break? I'm on duty tomorrow. I see. In that case, I shall come witness your maidery. I will, of course, ask for you. I await your return, master. That's an awkward thing to say. Afraid of cleaning supplies for the infirmary today. It doesn't seem like a particularly dirty room, but for some reason they always run out really quickly. Yuya went ahead. I can't keep him waiting. Blast off at the speed of light to the maintenance office and beyond. Huh. No punctuation or anything. Who's this? Mr. One? Yuya's talking with the janitor, Mr. One. I hadn't expected Mr. One, the quiet, foppish bird with a cult following, to get along with the infamous stud muffin Sakazaki Yuya. but I don't think we'll find any evidence. Right, I'll check the others. Oh, the janitor's trying to figure out Shu and stop him. Cool. Yuya! Salutations, mon ami. I was waiting for you. Here, I'll take the heavy stuff. You take the broom. That is that, then. Well, they're all Japanese names, so I assume O-N-E is One, rather than one. Mr. One retreats into his lair with an unsociable expression. Mr. One seems like kind of a loner. I wonder if it's part of the job description. He's a nice fellow once you get to know him. I think his taciturn nature does him great injustice, personally. You're friends with him? I do have a lot of opportunities to talk to him, yes. It was only to be expected. He starts carrying the supplies down the hall, ending the conversation. Somehow, I feel like he doesn't want to talk about it. We're going to be deciding our majors soon. I haven't thought about it at all. I'll need to have my career all worked out by this time next year, won't I? I wonder if Yuya's already decided on his. Maybe I'll go ask him for advice. Sakazaki? Hey, did Sakazaki come in this morning? Oh no, is he dead? Yeah, he was here this morning. Don't know where he went. Okay, he might be fine. Doesn't he attend class? He's never been particularly serious, no. He isn't even here half the time. I don't think he's planning to go on to university, is he? I never realized. If he is still here, he's probably at the infirmary or the shop. I'll go to the shop first. We didn't have infirmary duty today. My hunter-gatherer instincts are telling me he's there. Yuya. Hello, mon ami. You startled me. That was easier than I expected. He's acting kind of weird, though. He isn't shoplifting, is he? Are you busy right now? I wanted to talk to you. Sure. Here. Ah! He takes my hand and runs from the store. Maybe he was shoplifting. What are you doing? Why'd you drag me into this empty hallway? Are you excited? No. Oh, well. Why'd you come and talk to me, mon ami? Were you drawn to my sexy aura? No, I just wanted to talk to you about career plans and stuff. Oh, his name is not Japanese, so it might actually be one? Huh. You've always been a diligent girl, Lore. You know hanging around me is dangerous, though. You won't get off with just a scratch. What do you mean? Do you mean that in a sexy way, or... Well, you might get shot, knifed, dismembered, drowned, buried alive, that sort of thing. I don't know what you're talking about, Yuya. Are you a secret agent? Don't think too hard. I mean exactly what I said. I'm going to disappear from this school soon, mon ami. I know it isn't easy, but you should forget about me. That'll be for the best. His tone of voice is as carefree as ever, but his eyes are dead serious. I don't think he's joking. Kind of hard to swallow, isn't it? How about this? I'll tell you something neat as a parting gift. You know the rumors that missing students end up as meat in the cafeteria and quill pens in the shop? Well, why do you think I'm so forward, mon ami? Why do you think I work in the infirmary? Live an honest, happy life. Adieu. Yuya, wait! Hang on, he's not baiting people into Shu's grasp, is he? Finals back today. I can't see the word yippee without thinking of the Chibidoki Yippee Bug mod for Lethal Company. Visit the shrine. You can buy an amulet. So many happy returns. Ryota. Fulfillment and conquest. Here you go. Thanks, Ryota. Are you here all day today? First day's always busy. Once we get lunch together, some other time, you get a fortune. Mr. Nanaki, Happy New Year. Oh, hello, Weaver. Happy New Year. Did you get a fortune, sir? Yes. Unfortunately, I seem to have drawn the chicken of ill omen. Why don't you take one? I will. What should I take? This one. Java Blessing. Good, you got a better one than I did. I think this will be a good year for you, Weaver. Thank you, sir. Wait, isn't that... There he is. Yuya? Happy New Salutations, mon ami. It is you. Happy New Salutations to you, too. To meet you on the first day of the new year. A good omen indeed. Did you come alone? Not exactly, no. I was looking for someone, but I seem to have lost sight of them. You're just as suspicious as always, Yuya. But I found you instead, so I can't say this was a wild goose chase, mon ami. I shall go thank the gods of this shrine for this fated encounter. Adieu. And so he sauntered off with a dashing wave. I guess he was in a hurry. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all had good vacations. I hibernated. Right, this is just stuff we've seen. Third term. It's still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Oh, tomorrow's Legumentides. We shall sauve. Oh, it's been 15 minutes since I last saved. I think I'll buy some beans. You can beans the way you like, involve throwing them at pigeons. Disgraceful. Here for beans. He likes bitter black beans. Coffee addict, huh? Bitter black beans. I'll take these. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special sunbirdie. I want to go give Yuya beans, but I don't even know if he's at school today. I guess I'll have to call him. When did you get his phone number? When did you get a phone? Salutations, mon ami. He answered. Hello, how are you, Yuya? Where are you right now? I'm fine, but alas, I cannot say where I am. The best men always have a mystery or 2,000, after all. Do you need me for something? Could we meet up for a bit? Please, I'll only ask this once. A once-in-a-lifetime request, in other words. Really? A once-in-a-lifetime, plus plenty more times in the same lifetime, request. Well, that sounds important. I can't exactly say no, now can I? Shall we meet at the usual place in the park tonight, say at 8? Am I gonna get in the way of a special forces operation or something? Okay. Yuya, I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Time spent waiting for a lady is magical, irreplaceable time. Pay it no mind, mon ami. Unfortunately, I do not have much time left today. Forgive my lack of romance, but may I ask what you wanted to meet with me for? Oh, yes. It's Legumentides, so I wanted to give you this. You wanted to give me beans, mon ami? Yes. Ah, how wonderful. I am glad I risked my life to come here. I thought maybe your mature, manly spirit would like these. Bitter black beans. Thank you, mon ami. I have loved these since I was but a child. Had I told you that? No, I guessed. Nope, but my hunter-gatherer instincts never fail. I see. I wonder if we truly are bound together by fate. How romantic. This gives me hope and caffeine to carry me through this darkest of nights. Adieu, mon ami. And so he disappeared into the night. I can't say I have any more of an idea what he's up to than I ever do, but I'm glad he liked the beans. The semester's almost over. In a few short weeks, I will no longer be a sophomore. I haven't seen Yuya since New Year's. Yes, I have. Apparently, he hasn't come to school all semester. There are rumors that he dropped out, but could that really be true? I have seen Yuya since New Year's. I just saw him on Legumentides. I feel like a hole has opened up in my heart. I think I'll go drown my sorrows in arcade games. Wait, isn't that Yuya? He's on the ground bleeding, isn't he? Mon ami? You look like you're doing pretty well. I have some stuff to do. Adieu. Hey, wait! Lore, could you not grab me so tightly? Yuya, is your wing broke? Look out! A gunshot? Opening fire on a lady? Such insufferable cads they are. This way, mon ami. Run! Dramatic music. Yuya, what's going on? Please, explain yourself. What are you? Why are people trying to kill you? Are you a wanted man? I suppose I can't really say you're not involved anymore, can I? It's time I explained. Do you know of the Hawk Party and the Dove Party, mon ami? Ooh! The Hawk Party are the ones who killed me, I believe. The political factions? Right, they were names used in human politics, but now they carry a different meaning. The Dove Party believes we should live peacefully with the remaining humans, while the Hawk Party believes we should exterminate them to make room for birds. St. Pigeonations is actually a secret experimental institute created by the Hawks. What? Of course, it's not like the entire faculty is working for them. There's only one Hawk agent actually working at the school. Is it One? Is it you? Or is it Shu? By contrast, I was dispatched by the Doves to infiltrate the school and investigate the experiments. As you said, I'm a wanted man. I'm proud to live up to that title. I'm an expert at clandestine information retrieval, and information is valuable. I imagine you've already realized why I was acting as a helper in the infirmary. Because the Hawk agent is Dr. Iwamine. Correct. Iwamine is no doubt an assumed name. He's a researcher for the Hawk Party and has been developing anti-human biological weapons using data collected during physical examinations. I'm the only human there. Are they all developed from my physicals? Remember when we bumped into each other at the school shop? Yes, I think I was investigating where the products sold there come from. I found that DNA samplings from the pens there matched samples taken from missing students. Same goes for much of the poultry in the cafeteria. That's horrible. But if the doctor was out to exterminate humans, why did he never do anything to me? this is just my interpretation, but I don't think he holds any political ideals. I think he trusts solely in his own knowledge and his own power to expand that knowledge. Something like a mad scientist, maybe? Exactly. I suppose it never occurred to him to target you, since you were working for him. I think he was more interested in observing your interactions with the other students. I wanted to reveal the Hawk's involvement in the school, but in the end, it proved too much for me alone. And now, well, I can no longer live in the open. I plan to leave this city tonight. But I can't leave just yet. I don't know if I can just leave you here, Lore. Yuya. You may already have been marked as one of my associates, and if that is the case, then leaving you alone would be dangerous. I'm sorry I got you involved in all this, mon ami. Hardly. I was the one who approached you. You don't need to apologize. Oh, you're such a nice girl. Thank you. I'll let you decide. Do you want to come with me into the world of darkness, or would you rather live a normal life? Of course, if you want to stay, I'll assign agents to protect you. I want to. Join him, right? Yes. Go with Yuya. I want to go with you. Are you sure? You may be putting your life at risk. Don't make me say it twice. Somehow I was hoping you'd say that. I haven't been this happy in a long time. There's nothing more keeping us here then. Let us go, mon ami. And so I followed Yuya into the world of darkness. Sometime in the future, a pair of spies in their endless battle for justice behind the frail curtain of society will pass into legend. But that's another story. I was not expecting Yuya to be a super spy. Though I can see why that's required to unlock the final route, because that's more explicit about the Hawk Party and Dove Party subplot than the game's ever been before. Oh, I should be clicking. Nation Incorporated. Yuya only lived twice. Ha! It's actually a really great way you went about this. Yeah, I played this in an excellent order. Get Yuya ending. Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I need a snack, because I just realized that I haven't had breakfast today. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Man, sometime recently, in like the last year or so, Jack Link's reformulated their beef jerky, and it is so good now. I didn't used to like Jack Link's beef jerky, but I bought a package um like a month ago or a month or two ago to see if it was still not to my taste, and it's so good now. Excuse me. Oh, I love it. Okay, so for the Chuny, we don't have to do anything special until we get to the point where we can um, wish for an angel of darkness or whatever, right? You want to take math classes again. Okay. Flashback to when I first started up this game, and I responded to, "Is Loreweaver okay?" as if it were a question about my well-being. Alright. Since there's literally nothing to do with the Angel of Darkness until the festival where we wish for a Angel of Darkness, then the mad love of a fallen angel. That's the one. We are going to fast forward through stuff. What is the... Whoa. What? Huh. Okay, I guess I've done everything to unlock the final route. I guess we'll go a normal life to see the Chuny. And we'll fulfill the promise after we do the Chuny route. Alright, the guy suggests starting like you're going to romance Iwamine. I don't remember exactly what to do there, so I'm going to ask you to guide me again. Alright, 411, join the infirmary staff. 415, nothing will meet the desk. Alright, join infirmary staff. Like today, do math. Math class. $4.15. Neat in the desk. $4.21. Talk to Kazuaki. All right. And like today, let's nerd out. 521 is the next choice. Here's 521. Go to the first aid tent. Next is 622. Go to the infirmary. Go to the infirmary. Came here to hear your voice. And next, 77. Wish for the mad love of a fallen angel and stop fast forwarding. Nerd out. Math class. Here's 77. Today is Tanabana. Bamboo tree. Any birdie I know. Can you hear the song of the stars above? Not a key. Just who will be granting my wish and how? Iwamine Shu. What should I wish for? The mad love of a fallen angel. I wish for the mad love of a fallen angel. Oh, hello. Is that you, Weaver? Mr. Nanaki. Should be careful out this late. Okay. Do I go home? I think I say no thank you and walk home on my own. Some errands to run. It's math time! Just a little longer until early release days. Finals are coming up. The glum depression is already setting in, but at least we won't have to swelter in the classroom all afternoon. Why is a school like this? Why was a school this famous even stingier with its air conditioning than a public school anyway? Lore, Ryota, have you had lunch yet? I was about to go to the cafeteria. Want to come with me? Okay, I heard they've expanded the menu, and I wanted to try it sometime. They have massacred ramen now. Is that like half-dead fried rice? Probably. And Oko. What? What's going on? Here he is! I turn around to see a short dove standing behind me, his chest stained a deep red. Are you the one who called forth this disaster? The one who invoked the broad terrace of the blue sky? That's me. I have no idea. The blood! You're bleeding! My chest! You are... Ryota, I don't think he understands Japanese. We have to get him to the infirmary. Oh, don't worry. Look closely. He isn't hurt at all. What? But the blood. He's the Luzon from the class next to ours. Their plumage just looks like that. What, really? Correct. I am Higure on Hell, the fallen servant of God, stained with the blood of sin. Look at that weirdo. Look at him. This impressively upholstered bird is Higure on Hell. He's in the class next to ours, so he must be another sophomore. That's an odd name. I wonder if he came from overseas, like Sakia. His Japanese is kind of strange, too. He learned it by watching anime. Ugh, the corruption spreads faster than I expected. I had hoped to find it before it came this far. Okay, so wait. He's not a chuny. He's a weeb? Who is trying to be a chuny? That's pretty funny. 2 steps removed from reality. Sleeping servant of the heavens. Yes? He is talking to me, right? Time is slipping by. Judgment draws ever nearer. You must find the truth by the light of the red moon. By the light of the red moon from a mushroom in Minecraft. Ah! I must last a little longer. Be silent, crimson breast. You are hurt, aren't you? Do not touch me. Farewell, Edelblau of the blue sky. Fate decrees that we shall meet again. He's gone. What was that all about? Yeah, seriously. You could be both dual-classing. I think you've picked up a weird one, Lore. Let's go eat lunch. It's too hot. I'm gonna melt. Pathetic, Weaver, as expected of a mere mammal. Aren't you uncomfortable too? I thought doves fared badly in the heat. It's F-A-R-E-D, not F-A-I-R-E-D. Letting your weakness show in front of others is the mark of the vulgar class. Maybe I should take a leaf out of your book. Oh, there he is. I love how it's just crashing noises whenever he shows up, like... The red eye of the demon led me here. You summoned me once more, apostle of the blue sky. Him again. Who is this? I think he's named Angel. He's the class eccentric next door. Another peasant. None of you have the right to even be in this school. Go back to the Philippines and bang some coconuts together, why don't you? Okay, Sakia confirmed turbo racist. Luzon bleeding hearts are from the Philippines. That would be why they're called Luzon bleeding hearts. The Philippines have bananas, right? Now I want to call him Banana Man. Incidentally, Sakia is about as unhinged as Angel, so maybe they should be friends. I have no business with you, hallowed magician of white. There's nothing hallowed about Sakia, Angel. Apostle of the blue sky. Yes? Can you not remember who I am? Oh. A fallen angel. Could you be a fallen angel escaped from the demonic prison of Judecca? Have you awoken at last, Apostle Edelblau? We have but little time left. You must decide. Will you cross swords with me on the promised ground, or... no, not now. Angel? He flies away down the corridor in spite of my protests. What a busy bird. And then she's like, anyway, on to the rest of my life. Finals back. Got even better. Success! Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Crashing sound. Go return the books I have out from the library. Yep, there he is. Hello, Angel. He appears like the Christmas star descending from the heavens. Edelblau of the blue sky, I am about to open a gate to the other world. What will you do? A gate to the other world? You mean... He stares intently towards the end of the hallway. The infirmary? A mere disguise, Edelblau. I sense a powerful, evil magic inside. No doubt the tree of blight, Rufa, has taken root within. Left alone, it will soon swallow the entire school. We must stop it now. I wonder how Dr. Iwamine would react to an eccentric Filipino breaking down his door. Sure, go ahead. The time is not yet come. The time is not yet come, Crimson Angel of Judecca. Is that true, Edelblau? Indeed, my dynamic... Oh my god, I'm getting on this game's case for not being proofread, and I read it as dynamic? Oh, I'm ashamed of myself. Indeed, I just almost said it again. I just almost said dynamic again. Indeed, my demonic red eye feels no murderous aura. Perhaps it would be wise to wait and observe for a while. That's probably a good idea. The doctor doesn't take kindly to roughhousing, I think. Angel leaves, satisfied. Alana, send me a message on Discord that just says an hour 40. All right. Spam click. No part-time job, right? Yeah, do you mean yeah, get a job or yeah, no job? Yeah, no job. Cool. You think Edelblau works at a cafe? Fair enough. Invite. Angel! The appointed time and place, but Angel is nowhere to be seen. He said he'd come, but is he going to stand me up anyway? Crashing noise. Wow. This is the right time, isn't it? Is my phone's clock off? Del Blau. Maybe I should go ahead by myself. Edelblau! What? I can hear him, but where is he? Probably hiding in a bush. No, he flies a lot, so maybe he's on top of a lamppost. Angel, is that you? I am here, Edelblau. A wild Angel appeared. Ah, you scared me. Shh. He frantically glances about. A lower demon of Baal. I can still feel its presence. It lurks nearby, Edelblau. Fighting evil again, Angel. You have but just awakened. It is too soon to bring you into battle. Take this. He hands me a charm? Oh, that's cute. This will protect you from the forces of witchcraft, but we should leave this place nonetheless. You're right. Come on, let's go to the festival. He's still as high-strung as a violin. Maybe he's not used to crowds. Is this your first time coming to a summer festival, Angel? I was born beneath the star of solitude. I am not allowed these pleasures. Don't tell me you don't have any friends. Oh, he has one friend. Me. And I have a scalar of chaos. Why here? Why now? He's staring agitatedly at stands selling cheap toys and trinkets. That looks like a normal booth to me. When the chaotic wings of the Reaper appear on this earth, the echoes of the end shall be heard across the land. Edelblau, you must undergo training. I'll bet you this actually, some of this shit comes into play in the final route. It is easy to lose track of your exercise regime during vacation. And so, Angel and I enjoyed the festival in our own special way. This is just, I slept way too late on the day before school. I do not hang with Kazuaki, right? Do I go home or study? I think I go home, right? Go home, okay. I must return to my people with the spoils of war, lay my bloodied sword at the feet of my great king, and celebrate my conquest of all the lands from here to distant Macedonia. Never have I been in a route that's this appropriate for this line. Fun over the summer. Sonny's always having fun. This is not a class where Angel will show up. Second term. This semester has lots of events. The cultural festival is coming up already. We're planning to do a cafe, but we haven't decided on the theme yet. Oh, is this an opportunity to make it not a maid cafe? Huh? There's a student ID card lying on the floor. Did somebody drop it here? Oh no, is it Angel's? Oh no, it's not. Akiki Yoshio, 2-2. Who's that? I guess I should take this to the faculty room. Hey, Angel! Yeah! What's going on, Angel? You must not say forbidden name. It shall open Pandora's gate and bring about the end of all things. Huh? This ID card's owner is going to cause the end of the world? And what's Pandora's... It's cage, not gauge. Right? Angel, are you actually a cog... Yeah! Edelblau, seek you to torture this servant of God? You must not speak the names of angels. You must not sing songs about the names of angels. You must not say it. Perhaps my wish was not granted. Oh no, now he's sad. Accept the contract, right? No, I think it's a typo because it said Pandora's Cage the previous time it mentioned the name. I think it did. Now I'm questioning it. Accept the contract. Accept the contract offered to you, fool. What? You cannot have forgotten, Edelblau. You, the angel of fire, who drove me from this world and imprisoned me in an eternal cage of ice. Are you saying you will join me? You are not alone, Angel. Yes. Very well. We shall seal the contract on this ground, Edelblau, fleeting as it is eternal. Angel scribbles some sort of indecipherable symbol or script on the ID card, and smiles happily. This shall be proof of our alliance. Keep it with you. He places his ID card in my hand and strides away. Why do I have to carry this around for you? It is math time! Let's be nerds. Lunchtime. The cafeteria switches to the fall menu today, right? I wonder what they have. Is Lore in here? Yuya? What is it? Usually I'm the one looking for you. Are you finally being drawn in by my sexy and gradual style? Exactly. Your bountiful allure stands out from afar, drawing me ever nearer. Like a guiding Polaris, smelling of udon. But that's not what I came here to talk to you about. Yuya lifts Angel up by the nape of his neck and holds him out towards me. What are you two doing together? Do not fear, Hatoful. This man is not our foe. What exactly... Well, I was going to clean up the infirmary and... the demonic blight grows stronger with each passing day. When will the time for action come? Hey, you, what's up? You? Be you a fiend of darkness spawned from the deep pits of Erebus? Well, I may be a little bit of a creature of the night, but I wouldn't exactly call myself a fiend, no. My proper title would be the Midnight Rose. Or something like that. I see it now, an apostle of the Violet Rose. Forgive my suspicions. Demons lurk behind every corner, friend. Apostle of the Violet Rose. Sounds like the dashing masked hero in some shoujo manga. It would be really funny if Yuya got in this. Suits me just fine. That aside, I'd advise you not to go in there. If you value your life, anyway. Warnings from those who follow the Violet Rose are heeded well by all but fools and dead men. The doctor works in here all night sometimes. His concentration is admirable, but it does take a toll on his patients. If somebody were to barge in while he was in the middle of something, well... Okay, so hang on. If the ID card we find that we take to the teacher is Angel's, but the student that was missing last appeared in the middle of June. Either Angel was absent from late June until the day we first ran into him, or he's been in the cafeteria's fridge. In every other timeline, he's McFucking dead, yeah. Let's just say it would be a pity if that mark on your chest got any larger, you know? Would the Dark Magician be so cruel? We must seal him away immediately. No, stop. I told you, man. Going in there is suicide. So he got picked off because he had no friends. And he kept trying to go in anyway, so I picked him up and hauled him away. Okay? I wouldn't call it okay, Yuya. Why are you bringing him to me? It's because he knows I'm his only friend. He said you were his friend. I thought it wise to report these discoveries to you, Hatoful. Anyway, that's what this was all about. I'll let you take it from here, mon ami. Adieu. Yuya, wait! Why do I have to babysit Angel? Well, let's go get lunch, Angel. I don't mind, but are you sure? Being seen with me may put your very soul at risk, Hatoful. Whatever. Break is almost over, so let's hurry. Today's the school festival. Our class decided to do a maid cafe. Okay, so if he's dead in every timeline except the one where we wish for a fallen angel, that means that we have reality warping powers and we summoned him from the ether retroactively. Guess we'll look around. Isn't there a manga club here? I wonder if they're doing a zine or something for the festival. I think I'll go look. The power of Edelblau is vast. What seekest thou, Edelblau? On hell, are you a member of the manga club then? Gee, Hiyoko, what do you fucking think? Indeed, this is my weapon. On hell produces a mapping pen with a dramatic flourish. Whoa, that looks like it would hurt if you got poked. It has stained many a day with the gore of friend and foe alike. Are you sure it's not just that you're careless and end up stabbing yourself a lot? My scarlet breast stirs. No, why now? I shall leave this to you, Edelblau. I must go. In other words, it's your turn to run the stand, and you want me to do it for you? Do what you must, right? So on Hell's plotline, if you answer wrong at any point, it ends the run, right? And it shoves you back onto whatever other path you would be on. Do what must be done, Crimson Angel of Judecca. I shall follow the covenant of my blood to the end. Ha! He nimbly leaps over a stack of books and runs off into the courtyard. It's not like I have anything better to do, so I'll take his shift for him. At this point, you're locked in. I think if he dies, you just get ganked. Ah, yeah. Ah! I hid it in my recorder instead of my math homework. What do I do? Is Mr. Nodaki still in the staff room? Excuse me. Huh? Mr. Nodaki and Dr. Iwamine. Hadn't expected to see them together. And you see nothing peculiar about these numbers? Nothing at all. There is a statistical deviation visible in the data on students from the past few years. I had hoped to get some insight from you, but it would seem I have overestimated you. Really? Sorry I couldn't help then. I will. Who do we side with? Does it matter? Kazuaki, okay. That's not very nice, Doctor. What do you want? Hello, Weaver. What is it? Sir, I gave you my recorder earlier instead of my homework. So you did. Here you go. Here's the workbook. Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. Like teacher, like pupil. Lunch was good today. You can always rely on school food. Huh? Isn't that... He's not making the crashing noises anymore, and I'm a little disappointed by that. Angel? Shh! Angel beckons to me, completely visible, despite his obvious attempts to conceal himself. Do you not sense the quickening, Edelblau? Quickening? The demon spores swarm with alarming intensity. They come from there. He's looking at... Still going on about the infirmary, huh? Okay, so what probably happened in the other timelines is nobody stopped him from interrupting Shu, and Shu got fed up and killed him. I have told you that is merely a facade, Edelblau. The Tree of Blight, Rufa. Yes, it is the incubator of advanced darkness. That makes even less sense. Why is a fallen angel stressing over an infirmary anyway? The entire school will be swallowed by the demon spores if we do not act. Were that to happen, my crimson breast would run wild once more. I might even... you. I'm not sure why, but it seems like he's planning to hurt me. Scum! Vagabond! Little do you know that the Weaver family tradition is to kill first and ask questions later. But the root of all evil, the dark sorcerer, is not here at present. I must plan my attack. Rest easy until then, Edelblau. And with that, he returns to his classroom. One sec, guys. It looks like a normal infirmary to me. Is something really going to happen? Our finals back today. Yippee! It's Christmas Eve, but my family's Buddhist, so we never do anything special. Huh? Somebody's here. Coming. There's no one here. Angel's hiding. I could have sworn I heard the doorbell. Maybe it was a prank? There's a little bag at my feet with a note. To Edelblau, Apostle of the Heavens. Must be from Angel. Inside, a crucifix. Oh, and a letter. Let's see. Judgment draws near. Let us meet at the promised place, the Crimson Angel of Judecca. I like that he accepted that name. If you're going to ask me out, can't you at least say when and where? The sun, its majestic brilliance, sweeps across the land, lighting it into incandescent glory. It's the first day of the new year. Looks like I'm still alive to enjoy it. It's a little cold out, but it's calm and the sun is warm. I think I'll go visit the shrine. There are a lot of birds here already. Must be nice to have warm winter plumage. Maybe I should borrow some from somebody. I think I'll buy an amulet and go home. Conquest, right? Lore. Happy New Year. Conquest is always the right answer. Here you go. Go get a fortune near Kazuaki. What did I get? Silky Blessing. Over by the office, isn't that... the emotion stirring in this crimson breast. Has the time of judgment come already, O Lord? I understand that you're upset, but you're holding up the line. Angel appears to be having some sort of breakdown at the amulet stall, as he does. Oh, Lore, good timing. Angel couldn't decide which to get, and now he's hysterical. I'm gonna get my pay docked for selling slowly. I need to get him out of the line, but... looks like I get to be Angel's babysitter. Who could have known? What's wrong, Angel? Do you know of the infinite possibilities of this universe, Edelblau? Infinite possibilities? The present is a single point in the vast cosmic soup of time. Do I place myself under the protection of the wise Kingfisher or the guiding Pearl, or... I must decide which one will most likely aid me in the... How about traffic safety? You strike me as the type to fly out into the road and get hit by a car, Angel. Traffic safety is good. Go in on him, I guess. Okay, that Silky is a very silly-looking bird, you're right. Ryota, can you give us a traffic safety charm? Here you are. Thanks, Lore. And so I paid for the amulet and dragged Angel out of the choked-up line. You lifted the mighty burden of decision from my shoulders, Edelblau? Yep, don't worry about it. Here's your amulet. Don't lose it. I thank you. Oh yeah, the thing does look like a furfrou. Alana has linked a picture of a silky bantam in Twitch chat for those watching on YouTube. I thank you. Guide me well, O wondrous pearl. And so Angel took off into the trees, clutching his traffic safety amulet. I wonder if he'll remember to look both ways. Happy New Year, everyone. On good vacations, I hibernated. And Salve. Third term. It's still light out, so maybe I'll go somewhere before I head home. Whee! Tomorrow's Legumentides! Alright, whose beans am I buying? Or what beans am I buying? I'm gonna guess... Oh, black coffee like his dark soul. I'll take these. Thank you, miss. Here you are. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special sunbirdie. Angel's in class 2, right? I wonder if he's still in the classroom. Angel, are you in here? Yep. Hi, Angel. I, have something to give you. Quiet, Edelblau. We are in grave danger. Huh? Angel pulls me from the room and runs into the hallway as if fleeing from something. Do not call on me in that room, Edelblau, for a terrible evil lurks within. Well, not that terrible, but there is a risk that I could be cursed if others were to learn of our connection. In other words, the other boys in your class would make fun of you for having a girlfriend. Sorry, Angel, I wasn't thinking. That's not a reasonable thing. I guess he is shy. It's Legumentides today. Do you want my beans? These are... A change comes over him. Ah, Black Bean Donna. What's going on? Ah, get out! This is my body, and I won't let you use it as you please. These beans are evil, Edelblau of the blue sky. They look like normal black beans to me. Indeed. Have no fear, I shall destroy them now. He just downs all of them in one gulp. He opens the package and dumps its contents into his beak. Are you okay? How do I hide like a pigeon? Don't worry about me. Escape while you can, Edelblau. Maybe he's a little young for black beans. My second year is almost over. This has been a long year. I've gotten involved with a Filipino, a banana man, an eccentric fallen angel. Huh? There's a letter in my desk. The time has come. Meet me at Rufa, the Tree of Blight, Crimson Angel of Judeca. It's from the eccentric Filipino banana man. Is he planning to break into the infirmary? The doctor being what he is, I'm worried for Angel. I'd better hurry. What? Did I go into the wrong room? No, I'm sure this is the infirmary. But this place is like nothing that belongs in a school. It is time to end this, dark sorcerer Wallenstein. I have waited for you, Crimson Angel of Judeca. Oh, God. Waited from the very beginning. The Tree of Blight has fed on the flesh and blood of the innocent and has opened the gate to dark Sheol. We stand at the very border between this world and the next. And so you have appeared, lured here by the taint of Sheol leaking through, just as planned. You've played into his feather wings, Angel. So your plan has been to swallow the school into the abyss all along. Too bad. I shall not allow the tree to reach maturity. Oh, please do not misunderstand. I have no intention of bringing the end with this wooden toy. No, what I want is your accursed flesh, angel of hell. I am Wallenstein. You must agree that it is a fitting name for the Dark King. Come to me, spirit of evil. This is great. Angel? A black miasma floods from his chest and is swallowed by the tree. What are you doing, Doctor? This is cruel. You should know, Reincarnation Edelblau, the apostle who sealed the Crimson Angel of Judeca. This dove holds within him an avatar of destruction. An avatar of destruction? Have you forgotten, Edelblau? That day long ago, in the time of gods and demons, when you took up the sword to end my rampage? I have drawn out the power you sealed in his breast with the forbidden Mantrayana. The Tree of Blight has consumed both the students of this school and the mindless power of the Crimson Devil. Welcome to the end. I thought you weren't going to bring about the end, Shu. Arise, Hymnesia, bringer of death. No, it's over. It's all over. The world will be swallowed by darkness. You can't give up, Angel. Edelblau. Have you forgotten, Angel? I still have that ID card with the weird squiggles you drew. We still have hope. All we have to do is kill this final boss thingy, right? We stand together, Angel. I never thought the day would come when we too would join in battle once more. I had not the courage to face down my evil half. But you! Take this, Edelblau! This is the mapping pen. Oh shit, what's this music? Hell yeah! Hell yeah, this is a big departure from the rest of the game. Let's listen to this for a sec. This is rad. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, this is awesome. That's rad. This is the mapping pen. Sacrum, the holy spear, is yours to wield. Come! My stats! Hymnesia, bringer of death, appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Hymnesia takes 24 damage. Lore's turn. It's a wisdom check. Okay. Okay. Huh. I did just save, so I can just try whatever I want. Hellstorm Cross. Oh, Eye of Judgment? Oh, okay. Lore uses Eye of Judgment. Hymnesia takes 360 damage. Oh, because I have 36 whiz. Hymnesia unleashes Obliteration Blade. It's going to damage my vitality. Lore takes 215 damage. Yep, damage my vitality. That's why I have 800 vitality. Ha! Angel uses Blood Lotus Cremation. Hymnesia takes 68 damage. Lore's turn. Nonshin Kishum Eternal Blue Thunder. Nonshin Kishum. No, Eternal Blue Thunder. Lore uses Eternal Blue Thunder. Hymnesia takes 60 damage. Oh. Is that based on my charisma? Hymnesia unleashes Obliteration Blade. Lore takes 240 damage. Angel uses Crimson Seraph Chain. Hymnesia takes 54 damage. Lao him in flight seems right. God, this track fucking rocks. Hymnesia takes 540 damage. Hot damn. Hymnesia defeated. No, Hymnesia was destroyed? You miscalculated, Wallenstein. You did not account for Edel Blau's presence here. I must withdraw. Do not forget, I shall summon a second Hymnesia, and a third, until the world is torn apart by their thirst for blood. I'm just sitting here headbanging. Wait, Wallenstein! And so our adventure ended as suddenly as it began. We never saw the doctor at the school again. Angel, I remember everything. I remember your fall, and I remember chasing after you to try to bring you back, and you remember skewering me with sacrum and imprisoning me in the cage of ice? Yes, I do not resent you. I had lost myself and was but a demon of blood, destroying all in my path. But the demon is gone now. Yes, I think you can live normally now, Angel. Angel, No. I hope we can stay together like this, Yoshio. Yeah! He huddles in the corner, wailing in anguish. I guess that rule is still in effect. I wonder when he'll let me use his real name. That was rad. I love that. I'm glad I got to play that before the final route. That was a fun, silly little diversion. To the end of emptiness. Now I can choose the final route. There's this set of 8 here at the end, which I'm guessing will be on the final route. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a few minutes, and then we will do the final route. Burb. Hey, Alana, can you get me that song? Like an extended version on YouTube or something? I'd like to be able to listen to that. Maybe use it as stream intro music. Because that was rad. Alright. Final run. Oh, excuse me. Loreweaver in her final year at school. Loreweaver is doing pretty okay, yes. Take this chance to fulfill a promise from long ago, where you can live a normal life at school this semester. Which do you choose? Fulfill the promise. Is there anything you desire? I can grant whatever you wish. Tell me. A strange bird once said that. Who was that bird talking to? St. Pigeonations, a school blessed with extensive curricula and facilities. It's already been a year since I ended my ordinary life and walked through these gates. I should probably say, the school is okay. Oh, you missed me asking. When you get the chance, could you please grab me an extended version of the final boss theme there? Because I'd like to be able to listen to it and or use it as stream intro music. Not every day I see you rushing along like this. It's Ryota. So what is this promise, I wonder? First term! Probably going to introduce a new NPC that I've never seen before, and this will be that route for them. Strange thrill fills my heart as I look around at the assembled birds. We have a transfer student. Ooh, this is new. Please introduce yourself. Oh no, this is Sakia. Never mind. I forgot that that's how he's introduced. It has been a month. Well, I don't want to be friends with him. He's super racist. I wonder if this route will be everybody involved in the story. Now he's like, wait, somebody can see me? Wait, why are we talking about summer? It's April. I think Japan's summer break is at a different time. Yeah, it's from the end of July to the end of August. One sec. Alright. I guess the introductions will all be the same, unless there's a new NPC we get introduced to. Yeah, I'm reading everything that comes on screen before I click off of it, though. Sir, where's Ryota? He said I was going to the infirmary. Hello, Doctor. Oh yeah, his red-rimmed glasses are because he has red-rimmed eyes. That's a nice character design touch. Yeah, it stands for the Sugar Plum Fairy. Ousted, scored, betrayed, talking like one of the kobolds from Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, first day done. If we want to choose the class council today, as you all know, it doesn't require to join the club. We will save. The final save slot. Okay. Does it matter when I join? Whatever I like. Okay. Let's be a nerd. Library staff. You cannot fail this route. Interesting. Okay. That's everyone, isn't it? Have fun. Elective. Let's be a nerd. Math class. Well, the receptionist duty today. Better hurry. Boring as usual. Okay, library. 5th floor. Planning to jump off the building. The window there is rather good for that. Oh, Donkey King. Oh, man. No, books are nice. Staying at home is so relaxing. Oh, tomorrow is the class hike. Okay, so the first term is probably going to be identical. Ryota. All right, let's be nerds. Math class. Wisdom increased by 5. Imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner, okay? Yup, Saki, the cheerleader. Cheer captain. We'll haphazardly pick random people to hang with. Yeah, let's hang with Yuya. You know, I do think that Yuya should probably only be available after you've done a few other routes, because starting with that revelation is probably bad narratively. Midterm exam. I've had this dream a lot recently. I can see a little house on the other side of the fence. I wonder who lives there. I don't think it's anyone I know. Ryota is next to me, and my parents are here too. We're all together again, but... Mom? Dad? Hey, wake up, please! Ooh, dead parent lore. Sounded like I just called myself a dead parent, but, you know, whatever. Ooh, today is a good day. I feel like I'm shining! Go to the... cafeteria for the Okasan and Sakia fight. Half-dead fried rice. Oh, I guess Oko Ryota fight. Leave it to me. A rabbit from a catapult is a hell of a simile. Yeah, it would have been really cool to get fried rice in school when I was a kid. Math class! Imagine the tension going through all those normal routes and knowing there's people out for your blood. I don't know. I think that's the reveal you build up to after you've gotten used to the world of Saint Pigeonations. Tanabata! Alright, let's see if there's something new in Tanabata. Alright, from Ryota. From Yuya. From Nanaki. What should I wish for? Does this matter? No, you said it's impossible to fail this route. Okay. Then I will rule the world from the shadows. Alright, it is saving time. Attend math class. $42 whiz. Oh, 41 whiz. Right. 5, not 6, dummy. Finals. That dream again. Ryota, my parents, and me at a stranger's house. The strange bird who comes to me is a magician. He says he'll grant any wish that Ryota and I make. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day. Intriguing. The last day. From the library. Do. Not going to recommend the porn. Night on the Galactic Railroad. We'll get to new stuff soon. Go running today. I really want to know what caused the apocalypse. Do. Listening to rap music. I wonder where the diversion into the final route happens. You will know when we get there. Fair enough. Long time until the semester starts. Have a lot of homework. Part-time job. Do I want a job? That would add a lot of extra time before we get to the route divergence. I think I'm going to forget it. I think I'll wait until I'm in college. Do. Go with somebody. Invite. Ryota. School starts today. Writing the exams. Return to my glorious abode. Okay, September 1st. Start of the second term. Hatoful Boyfriend, second term. Home, want to come with? Ryota isn't at his desk. He's always slow, so I don't think he packed up and went home. Sir, wait. Hello, Weaver. What is it? Do you know where Ryota went? Okay. Don't think I've seen him since homeroom. He went to the infirmary earlier. I think he wasn't feeling well. He had a stomachache? Could be. Maybe you should go check on him, if you weren't going somewhere else. I will. I'm late. I've been slow getting out before, but I've never slept through my alarm like... Am I playing as Ryota now? Ooh. But I've never slept through my alarm like this. Maybe I'm not getting enough sleep. Anyway, gotta go fast. Sorry I'm late. I'm Ryota now. Good morning, Kawara. We were just about to sit down. Late on the second day, as expected of a feral. Now. Sir, where's Lore? Isn't she here? hurtful boyfriend? Apparently not. No wonder her kind died off. Ooh, Lore. Where are you, Lore? Usually you'd be here earlier. You were late yesterday, and now this? I think we can start homeroom now. There's no date up here. Today we'll do a little review on the history of bird kind. You wait until now to teach that? What a pathetic country. Of course, everyone learned it years ago, but it's required for the second day of the semester. Back when we birds were still beasts and pets, a virus known as AH5N1 appeared. Lore time! At first, it only infected birds, but it underwent a mutation and spread to humans. This mutated strain was highly infectious and had an extremely high mortality rate. It became clear that it posed a threat to the survival of the human species. So the humans engineered a powerful virus to cull birds and prevent AH5N1 from becoming pandemic. In hindsight, it seems foolhardy and rash, but the world leaders of the time saw no better option. Except the new virus didn't work. Infected birds didn't die. Rather, their brains grew in size and power, starting with doves dropping sick rap tracks. That's why doves make up the majority of professionally qualified workers today. Other birds, including quails like me, are still adapting to social life. Incidentally, I heard that the first puffin in history to hold a governorship was elected last month. Puffins are so cute! Even cockapos, which were once close to extinction, can now be toilet trained. Impressive for the dumbest bird in the world, and, as you all know, the Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Hang on, somebody's knocking downstairs. Burp. Prime Minister of Japan is a shoebill. Got that way by intimidating all the voters into picking him. Anyway, the development of social intelligence in birds had a huge impact on their predators. Which leads me to the next point. Since their gambit failed, humans were left defenseless to AH5N1. Most died out. The few that are left now live peacefully with birds, though in the past there were large conflicts. That's the bell. We'll vote on student council members in second period, so be on time. Okay, so it was a disease that wiped out humanity. And the uplifting of the birds was completely accidental. Interesting. Lore never came. I hope she's okay. Maybe I should try calling her. Kawara, do you have a minute? Sure. We're supposed to get our print boxes today. Would you mind picking ours up? Our print box? Yep, it has all the handouts and everything, since we don't have a council yet. Okay, it's in the faculty room, right? That's right. If you could have it back here before second period, please. Is there a lot of time between periods? In Japan? Because in America, there's like 10 minutes. Print box. Inside the faculty office is a stack of cardboard boxes. These must be the ones. This one, maybe? I pick up the box marked 2-3. It's awfully heavy. I guess paper isn't exactly light when there's this much of it. Oh, thank you. You were okay by yourself? It was a little heavier than I expected, but I was fine. Let's take a look inside then, just to make sure everything's there. Huh? Did you cut your wing, Kawara? Cut my... I don't think so. It's bleeding. Oh. Nasty paper cut. It is. Did I scratch myself on something? It doesn't hurt at all. No, this isn't my blood. Uh-oh. What is that? Is that my head? Is that Hiyoko's head in there? There's blood leaking through a corner of the box. I feel sick, but I reach out and open the lid anyway. Inside the box is a human head. The eyes are glassy, but even like this, I still recognize her. She wasn't late. She was here all along. It can't. Interesting. Okay, so I'm first class. So I'm dead in this route. What? Look away, Kawara. Looking will only hurt you. Emergency alert. Emergency alert. We have entered a state of emergency. All students, please evacuate to the gymnasium. Interesting that they kill Hiyoko off in this route. Huh. Was it Shu? Was it other members of the Hawk Party? Huh. And they left her head in the faculty office. That must have been intentional so that she would be discovered. All students, please evacuate to the gymnasium. Repeat, we have entered. What is happening? Why is everything red? I don't know. Until we know what's going on, there is nothing to do but follow instructions. What are you spacing out for, Kawara? Come on. Oh, can you blame him for spacing out? His best friend is dead. No. I don't want to leave Lore here alone. Get up. She's gone. That thing is no longer Weaver. It can't be. Come. By the time we arrived, the gym was already crowded with students and teachers. No one seems to know what's going on, though. The gym echoes with whispered speculation. Hey, did you see the box? Yeah, you had that too? A human head in every class? Yep, well, the class rep opened it and I didn't see, but apparently there was a human arm in it. Oh, parts of Hiyoko. Ours had half a leg. It was really gross. From the snatches of conversation I hear, it sounds like all the print boxes had pieces of a human corpse in them. Were they all pieces of Lore, I wonder? Nobody seems particularly concerned. Why not? Which isn't all that odd. It was grotesque, but it's not like it was a dead bird. Just some primate. Oh, right, the racist. Nanaki, this isn't some idiotic disaster drill, is it? We're not supposed to have one until next month. Do you suppose it has something to do with that distasteful box? That was definitely Weaver's. Won't someone explain this ridiculous state of affairs already? Yeah. Someone, tell me what's going on. This is a bad dream, right? Someone wake me up. Someone. Man, this is not a direction I expected the game to go. Oh, you're new. Is everyone here? This is Ichijo Mino, the headmaster. The headmaster? It seems we have all gathered together without panic or noise. Excellent. Unfortunately, there has been a natural disaster outside. This school is a designated evacuation site, so please remain here a little longer. Natural disaster? Nonsense. The weather is perfectly clear. Oko-san felt no earthquakes. Is it, Is it the disease finally killing off the birds? It's not like we're anywhere near a volcano or anything. I demand an explanation, Headmaster. Just what is going on outside? Does this have something to do with Weaver lore? Why have you brought us here? I repeat, there has been a... No, imbecile! What just happened? The gymnasium erupts in whispered discussion once more. Well, that changed nothing. I still have no idea what's going on. Oh, that was on the screen. Okay. Are you all right, Kawara? No. Yes, I am. This could prove to be a very bad day for us all. Could prove to be. It already is. Mr. Nanaki, Lore is missing. Oh, Oko-san either doesn't know or doesn't understand. She must have run off somewhere. Oko-san will go look for her. San, no, she's... San is an older breed, much closer to pigeons of the human era. Maybe he doesn't understand the concept of death. Trying to explain would only hurt myself. The headmaster has proven entirely unhelpful. What should we do, Nanaki? Well, we can't exactly carry on with class. I agree with San. Let's go get Lore. That is a bad idea. Calm yourself, Kawara. To relinquish your sanity during a state of emergency is suicide. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. Sir, we can't just leave her there like that. May I go back to the classroom just once? Well, the principal did ask us to remain here. That is the wrong spelling of principal. But he didn't say we couldn't leave the gym, now did he? I'm coming with you. As president of the student council, I have a responsibility to get to the bottom of this. Thanks, Sakia. Sakia on board. Interesting. Do not flatter yourself. I am not doing this for you. Weaver was foolish, loud, and had no manners or sense. But she never deserved anything like this. I swear, by my blood and name as a labelle, I will find the one who did this. You shall be my assistant. Come, Kawara. Right. I guess he was my friend after all. And so I exited the gymnasium in Sakia's majestic wake. I want to know what happened to Lore. Who did that to her, and why? Can the evacuation possibly have nothing to do with her? Why wouldn't the headmaster explain anything? My head was a raging whirlpool of questions and no answers. And I did not yet know what we would find. What is this? A wall. A huge gray. What had been a clear autumn sky is now blocked off by dull gray. The dull gray of a sheet over a birdcage. It's time to go to sleep. It's dark, almost like the sun has already gone down. A dome, rather. We appear to be shut in from above as well. What? When did they do this? And how? I don't think any of us was in full command of his faculties as we came this way. We can't be certain that it wasn't already there. It does seem most likely that it was put in place while we all were in the gymnasium, listening to the headmaster, though. He did say there was a natural disaster. Maybe this is some sort of shield? A disaster so destructive there's nothing to be done but hide under an enormous gray blanket and wait. Maybe they didn't give the headmaster the details to avoid causing a panic? If that were the case, they would be robbing us of our right to know why our very lives are in danger. Is this really a shelter? Is there really a natural disaster? Either way, we don't know if there's a connection between what happened to Lore and all this. Okay, so there's a dome over the school, and they explicitly made a reference to a sheet over a birdcage. Is this an elaborate um, an elaborate metaphor for making Oko-san go to sleep at night? Let's go to the classroom and then tell Mr. Nanaki about the dome thing. Very well. Looks like the other classes left theirs as they were as well. They're at the teachers' desks. Is everybody else planning to stay in the gym? Japan is a country full of fools who have grown lazy through too much peace. I doubt anyone else has dared take it upon themselves to investigate this matter. What about Yuya? We're here. The box is still where I left it. Inside is... I can't. Sakia, I'm sorry. Could you... No matter. What is this madness? Huh? There's nothing here. Huh? It can't be right. We left it right here. Well, I actually thought that the parts might be missing when we got back. It's not like it got up and moved on its own, is it? Well, that would be a thing to see. Someone came and removed it while everyone was at the gym? This is life, not some third-rate mystery novel. Exactly, Sakia. Yuya! Salutations, Ryota. I see you're babysitting Sakia. Do not throw my name about like some cheap toy, mongrel. How cruel! Well, I can't blame you for being tense, given the circumstances. I think he'd act like that, regardless of the circumstances, Yuya. I am sorry about her. It pains me to think what happened. His expression clouds. It's strange. I've never seen him with any expression other than carefree cheerfulness before. You've known her for a long time, right? Yes. Do you know something about all this, Yuya? Well, most of this business is still a mystery to me, but I can at least answer the question we face right now. The whereabouts of the corpse, you mean? Yeah, that. As you said, this isn't some third-rate mystery novel. Corpses don't disappear, and we won't be having a famous detective show up and find the culprit for us. Anyway, the other infirmary assistants and I gathered her up in the chemistry lab. Oh, okay. Well, that's reasonable. The chemistry lab. What for? For one, well, we couldn't just leave her scattered through the school, if only for the mental health of the students. Secondly, for the autopsy. As you know, we have two things going on at once here. The only human in the school was cut up and distributed to the rest of the school, and now there's some natural disaster happening. I imagine you're wondering if there isn't a connection between the two. We are, but we haven't found anything. Not that we've been looking for very long. What do you know? I told you, this is all a mystery to me, too. I suspect that we will have an easier time investigating the murder as long as we're sealed in like this, though. The doctor should be proceeding with the autopsy by now. Yuya, you're a secret agent investigating him. Do you trust his results? The doctor? Why him? You don't trust him? Of course not. I don't want to think about what he might do to her. He might even have... You suspect the doctor? Yes, everybody knows he's a nutcase. He probably killed her for some crazy experiment. He is an expert in the field. Who else here could perform the autopsy? But... I know where you're coming from, Ryota. He's not exactly the most ethically minded bird around. That's why I asked Professor Nanaki to come, too. He should be there by now, if you want to go make sure. All right, we'll go later. So lore has been gathered in the chemistry lab, and the doctor and Mr. Nanaki are examining her now. Man, this came out of nowhere. This is cool. Mr. Nanaki might not be the best witness, but he's better than no one, right? We know where the corpse went then, but why are you here? Me? I'm investigating, under my own orders, of course. Playing detective mongrel. That, and I have to make sure we didn't miss any pieces. Anyway, what are you two going to do now? Personally, I think the murder and the evacuation are almost certainly connected. The final route is a date with death. I'm inclined to agree. The headmaster's refusal to explain our situation makes me doubt his story in its entirety. Indeed. So, Ryota. Yeah? I know how you feel. You want to be the one who... You don't want to be the one who did this to Lore. You want to find the one who did this to Lore as soon as possible, right? Yes. Fade to black? Come on. Oh, I had to click. Lore. Gone for a moment, and then suddenly she was turned into this. Who did that to her? I'll find them, and I'm going to find the culprit, and I've never felt this emotion before, but now I feel nothing else. When I find that bird, My thoughts exactly. Unfortunately, this school is a mess, and we won't find anything by chasing after her shadow. I think we should try to solve both mysteries at once, whenever possible. Of course, the wall could just be there because of some natural disaster. That's about all I have to say. We didn't need your advice from the start. You're nothing but talk anyway, mongrel. Thanks, Yuya. We'll do our best to help. Oh, one other thing. You might want to talk to One in the maintenance office. Tell him I sent you. You mean that anti-social cockatiel dandy everybody hates? Yep, him. Don't worry, he's a good guy. He'll be able to help you, and you might find something useful in there. Well, that's it for the talking mongrel. Adieu! He saunters off towards the staircase. What a dreadfully obnoxious man. I thought he'd never shut up. He gave us some good advice, right? We should be grateful. Anyway, I don't think we'll find anything else here. Indeed. Where should we head next? I doubt we would go amiss by visiting the lab, the maintenance office, or by investigating the wall outside. Right. Let's go to the office first. Maybe this One guy will be able to help us. The maintenance office. In other words, the repairman's shop? I doubt we will find anything useful there. Yuya said to go, right? I doubt the integrity of his advice. Geez, is that anything to say about your own brother? You should be nicer to your family. My family? Do you mock me? That filthy-blooded mongrel is no relation to me. Whoa, calm down, and learn how to spell woe. I guess his elitism is still running business as usual. We don't have time to waste. We should hurry. The maintenance room is in the corner of the main building, on the ground floor, right? Excuse us. What is this? This doesn't look very educational. The handyman pretty much lives in here, I think. A dove and one more. Mr. One, hello. What are you doing here? Didn't you hear the alarm? I'm Ryota, and this is Sakia. We got permission from our teacher to investigate the building. Didn't you hear the alarm? No panic, no noise, and no leaving. That's what I do here. Whoa, somehow he seems really cool. You mean you're too lazy to go to the gymnasium? Of the poster of a dove getting UFO abducted? Oh yeah, I think I recognize that art style, actually. Don't worry about me. You two go ahead and find your class there. No, we're not... Do you mean to interfere with us, wretched fool? Yuya said we should ask you for help. Sakazaki Yuya? Yes, him. We decided to honor his request by coming all the way over here. Do you intend to stop us now? Sakia, where the heck are your manners? Sorry, he transferred from overseas and his Japanese isn't too great. He certainly has more bark than I imagined he has bite. Very well, come in. What did you say you gentlemen were investigating? What's this music? Two things. The murder of Weaver Lore and the mysterious wall outside. You've been in here the whole time, right? Do you know what he's talking about? Yes, I got an idea of it from Mr. Sakazaki. In other words, you know only what you have heard from that mongrel. Useless. I know plenty about the school itself, though. My job is to take care of the entire campus. Maybe you know what the big gray wall outside is, then. Nope. Useless wretch. Sakia, calm down. Though, I'm not sure there's anything we can learn here right now. Oh, wait. Mr. One, could we use your computer? Maybe we can find out what's going on outside. Sadly not. Everything's been cut off since this morning. Even the telephone wires, eh? This is too thorough. I can't think of any reason why they need to cut communication systems off if it were some sort of storm protection. This has been a wild goose chase, then. A complete waste of time. Let us go, Kawara. Wait, I have a bright and massive piece of advice for you. Why was that capitalized? Bright and massive? What? If you get stuck, try the headmaster's office. I've been almost everywhere in this school, but never there. You might be able to find something out about the wall if you check in there. Of course, the headmaster did not speak to us in person at the gym. If he was broadcasting from his office, then he might still be there. Asking him certainly seems like the best way to get some solid information. We should try that. Alright, before we do that, I'm going to take a minute. I'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. So, Alana, for reference, how long is this route? Because it seems like it's going to be substantially meatier than the previous routes through the game. Excuse me. It's pretty meaty. Yeah, if it's gonna take like... So one person think you wouldn't be able to finish it in one stream. Wow. Okay, then yeah. This route is the actual game. Ah. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, I have, I'm gonna be watching a movie with my boyfriend later today. So I think we should find a pause point, save the game, and pick this up on one of my open days in March or April. Because it sounds like this will take a few more hours. Yeah. Was kind of expecting to finish today. Didn't realize it would be this meaty. This seems like it's going to be very meaty. This is a hell of a twist. This is a hell of a twist. This is wild. The protagonist is dead and we're playing as her best friend. That's wild. Died horribly at that. Holy crap. That's crazy. This is crazy. It's cool that Sakya was 100% on board with bringing whoever did this to justice, because even though he's an asshole, he still valued Hiyoko as a person. This is why people are into Hatoful. The dating sim is cute, but the everything else is insane and incredible. Yeah. This is going to be really cool to play through. This is going to be really cool. I can't imagine Oko-san will be dead by the end of it. I think there will be a couple more deaths, but I don't think Oko-san will be one of them. Because that's the writer's personal baby boy, her pet, and I don't think that she would write in the death of her pet. He will probably come to save the day later in the story. Probably be the linchpin to the entire experience. Man, turning into a murder mystery. Wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. I love it. But that is where we're going to stop for today. So I'll read my schedule and get off. The schedule read today is very much a simple one. It is going to be Small Saga tomorrow and Monday. Tomorrow and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I have my surgery on my sinuses. Then I'm taking a week off to recuperate. Then on the 7th, I will be not streaming because I am recording a podcast for my Pokemon podcast with Teddy and Love. And then on the 8th, we will be starting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we'll see about that. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to have to wait over a month for this. Oof. So yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Looking at the first LP, it seems it took another Let's Player 4 hours for the Hatoful Boyfriend room. Yeah, it's a good thing we're stopping now then. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.